Welcome, everybody, to episode number 37 of the Working the Knee show, the Working the Knee podcast, whatever you want to call it. We're back after a long hiatus.
we haven't been released yet.
We're still under
We're still
contract
employed.
for now. As you can see, we're one short, so we don't know about his status. I am, of course, the Big Lucha here once again with the homie B. Kelly and Don Josh. All right. So a lot happened this week. Some things that we need to discuss. Some very just ridiculous things have happened over the last couple of days. So, gentlemen, where are we going to begin?
I think we would be so, like you said, there's a lot that went on over this past week. I think we would be remiss if we didn't talk about some of the things that just need to be mentioned off first. First of all, well wishes out to John Moxley and everything that he's going through. The amount of courage it takes for him to step up and admit all that. I think we can all definitely respect that. Even I know I'm taking a step out on a limb here, but I'm going to go ahead and speak for JT as well. When I say everybody here on the show is wishing him nothing but the best, and for his wife and his daughter and everything like that as well. And then also, I think we should shout out, if you guys haven't heard since the last time we've been on, both JR and Hacksaw Jim Duggan are going through some medical issues right now. JR with the skin cancer.
It was on his foot, right? Like it was on his foot or something?
That's on his face, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was found like on his face. So I'm not.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where on it, but he was diagnosed. Says hopefully he won't have to miss skin cancer. Hopefully he won't have to miss any of the actual show time. But we're hoping and praying for JR.
Well, reports were that he doesn't plan on not being on AEW. So
right. So hopefully everything goes well with JR and then with Hacksaw as well. I know he was going in for surgery. I think some kind of heart problems. I'm not 100% sure on that. We're not journalists. We should have done better research for that. But well wishes out to both of them as well, I think.
Speedy recovery for both of them. I did see that Hacksaw is out. Like he made it. He was good to go. But
awesome.
Still just hoping for a speedy recovery.
For all those years of having that wood.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
Did somebody say ho?
Oh, look at that.
Uh-huh.
I got wood of my own.
We like to have fun here. Couldn't resist bringing out your wood today, huh?
Yeah, I had to pull my wood out, man.
Well, we appreciate it. I've seen it a couple times already, but let all the new viewers, whoever else wants to take a peek at that wood, we got it on set.
Yeah.
But I think those are the big, things we should get out the way first. Big serious stuff. Shout outs because we like to laugh a little bit on this podcast. Show
we
whatever.
give a lot of crap to Moxley on this show, but it's not.
That's just JT.
It's not hate like that. I mean, we don't want to wish the worst on the man. Just it ain't like that. So I hope he can get through whatever with the issues he's going through for him and his family.
Absolutely.
And get back to action so we can hate on him in the ring. No, but I think we'll go with the cuts.
I don't think I don't know if there's a
real quick before we go with the cuts, I want to give my shout out to Kenta on capturing the United States title from Tanahashi.
Yeah, I didn't
and
see
he
that
challenged Punk.
No.
You see that? Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't see that.
It was. I want to say I saw it on Twitter that he was holding the belt and he was like, "Yo, I'm ready to put Punk to sleep."
Okay.
Which can happen now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see who does GTS better.
I kind of want to see that. Actually,
Yeah, I guess I'd be interested in that.
Yeah, I want to see that happen. So the cuts Thursday night. WWE.
You have the full list in front of you, right?
I believe this is all of them. Okay, let's start with. Maybe this isn't. But all right, so you see me wearing my Limitless shirt. Keith Lee released. Karrion Kross, Nia Jax, Grand Metalik. Huh? I said it right.
A rehearsal off screen, do you good?
Don't tell anybody that I said it wrong off screen, man.
What?
The talent.
Lindsay Dorado.
Didn't practice that one.
Yeah, I didn't practice that one. Mia Yim, Eva Marie, Harry Smith, who I didn't even know was officially on the roster. I thought it was like
I thought he was part of NXT UK.
That was
so
a
he was
rumor.
actually wrestling.
No,
I never saw him wrestle.
No, he hasn't touched the ring yet. That's the thing is he had got hired like 2 or 3 months ago.
What the? I knew it was a rumor that he was coming, but I didn't know he was actually signed. Like, man, that doesn't make any sense to me. B-Fab, which is very disappointing.
That doesn't make any sense.
Frankie Monet, Ember Moon, Scarlett. I'm gonna butcher this one. Oni Lorcan?
Yep, Oni Lorcan.
Oni Lorcan.
I said it right. Victory for me.
Do we not watch the same shows?
I do watch it, but I was like, man, let me not mess this dude's name up.
Josh, me and you are the only ones who watch NXT.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, man, I watch NXT. Trey Baxter. Is it Jesse Kamea?
I think it's Kamea,
Yeah.
Zayda Ramir, Katrina Cortez, and Jeet Rama are the names that were released this week. There's a few. There it is.
There it goes. Yeah, you know what time it is.
You know what time it is. It's the midnight hour.
There's a few names on that list that are extremely disappointing to hear, especially for me.
Limitless.
Keith Lee's my guy, man.
Yeah, you're a Bearcat guy.
I feel like I am, man. I was like, okay, they messed him up, but let's see where this Bearcat goes. Let's see where Bearcat goes.
Unfortunately, it was right out the door.
Mm-hmm. Well, like as right before we went on the air, I've been doing a little bit of reading and everything into like certain wrestlers. The Nia Jax one confuses the crap out of me because apparently she's off for mental reasons, and she went to ask for like extra time and
they
let her go. Yeah, but apparently, I guess Keith Lee was getting really hard. Like, he was having really bad attitude problems backstage because of how he was being booked.
I would too.
You know, yeah, but I mean, but you know how WWE is with attitude problems in the back. Out, you know.
I find it hard to believe that Keith Lee, at this point, all of a sudden just has bad attitude problems. Like, we've never heard anything about Keith Lee having attitude problems. I mean, I know that it'll probably stretch a little bit further because they say, oh, he just is asking, why is my name Bearcat now? And they could foresee that as, this guy's got an attitude. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
I think that's more what we're looking at. I don't think anybody would, because we haven't heard anything before about Keith Lee having any kind of bad attitude. I don't know if anybody has a mean thing to say about this man.
Mm-mm. And I did read that it was the Bearcat idea because I saw somebody say that it was his idea, but he confirmed that it was.
Yeah, he was on Twitter. He was on Twitter. He was like, "Nope,
not my idea at all."
Right. Which when it first came out, I told you that was not a good idea. I mean, I'm not saying that it was, of course, me who was the only one who said it outright, but it was just me. But
it was everybody.
But I remember you guys. Well, at least Raph was like, "Let's give this a chance. I like it," and everything like that. I was like, "No, this is not it." I don't know what the hell the plan was here. It seems like a lot of the news sites have been saying, does it look like WWE's creative and their finance team are on the same page right now?
Yeah, something's off, man. Like, what is? what is happening? Like, I'm starting to believe the reports about them releasing a bunch of people to get ready to sell the company. I'm starting to believe. At first, I was like, that's not what they're doing. But
right.
I'm kind of starting to believe that sounds legit now. Because why else would you release all these top stars? Like, it was ridiculous when it was Bray Wyatt. And then, what's his name? And AEW now.
Adam Cole?
No.
Bryan Danielson?
Keep going.
Keep going.
I'm drawing the blank. It's late.
Like just recently?
Like just wrestled a few nights ago in AEW. Cody Rhodes against Cody Rhodes.
Malachi Black? No, Andrade.
Why was I not thinking Andrade?
I have no idea. Why do I have to name everybody for you?
Because you're young and your mind's fresh.
No,
he's not a wrestling fan, and we all call him on it.
Man, my mind is gone. And I knew he wrestled, damn it. I was going to be like Charlotte's boyfriend.
There you go. That's what you should have said.
Nah, but like releasing Andrade and all these people, like those are big stars, man. And you just let them go straight. And Malachi Black, actually. You had Malachi debuting a new character and starting a feud. What was it? About to start a feud with Big E, right?
Yeah.
And then just let him walk out the door. Like, how come every time you mention the Keith Lee reportedly having a bad attitude thing, how come that's the scapegoat every time somebody gets released? Because they said the same thing about Bray Wyatt. Oh, Bray Wyatt was starting to have a bad attitude backstage, so they released him. So everybody's got a bad attitude.
Right.
Everybody that's been released is just like, oh man, I'm tired of this shit. And now I'm we got to fire you. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I feel like they're only doing it, or I've only heard it for the guys who are legitimately like big names. Like they're not saying like Ember Moon had a bad attitude. No offense to Ember. Ember is one of my favorite. But like we know like Keith Lee and Bray, wherever they go, they're gonna move the needle, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
No matter where they go. And it seems like they're being tagged with this bad attitude going out of the door kind of thing. Where not a lot of the other ones are getting that at, like it. I mean, I know Adam Cole's contract expired, but it sounds like he was not having anything that they were pitching him. But he wasn't labeled with a bad attitude. It was just, oh, okay, cool. Get out of here, yeah. Adam Boom. Or Budge. Budge, as they call it this week. Phenomenal stuff by John Silver, by the Pirate.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I'm just really surprised that they just did this again, though. I mean, like, how many wrestlers have we lost this year to cuts?
71.
It was in the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
71,
Good
I think
God.
It was up there.
71.
To budget cuts.
And I kind of get the NXT thing where you want to rebrand it and have younger talent in there to really develop the younger talent for the future. I get that. So we got to get rid of some of the guys that just been kind of sitting around and not doing. I kind of understand that, but I also feel like you need some of these older, not that they're old, but I mean, Adam Cole's what, 32, 33?
Yeah, 32.
Some of these guys that are around that, to kind of groom these guys, like to the Braun Breakers and these guys to groom them and get them ready to go up. Don't just get now. You got all these young people just teaching each other. The people that don't know what the hell they're doing, like teaching each other to get up there. Because I see Gargano and Ciampa gone too eventually.
Yeah, like what December we're probably looking at. O'Reilly's probably out.
Yeah.
And
Gargano. I was like Gargano's contract is up in December as well.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, if Vince is playing a bigger part down there, he looks at Gargano. He's like, he's not big enough. He's not the right size. I don't want him here.
He's gonna go somewhere else and be a damn star, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Johnny Wrestling, you gonna let Johnny Wrestling leave too? You're just gonna let him leave? His name is Johnny Wrestling.
People watch him because he's a phenomenal wrestler.
Why would you do that, man?
Because Vince McMahon hates wrestling.
That's why it's sports entertainment.
Kevin Owens is going a couple months from now too.
I don't see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's contracts coming up. There's not.
Somebody just said that. Let me see if I can show you guys. They're not done with the roster cut. Sammy baby next.
Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah. And probably for the better. Probably honestly, I love Sami Zayn because he's great, but he doesn't get to wrestle like Sami Zayn can wrestle.
Not at all.
And it's a damn shame.
I just hope that he comes he stays in full character if they do it. And he's just it's a plot against me.
Yeah, man. I don't want to see that either. I didn't like that. To go back a little bit, I didn't like that they had him come out with Hit Row, almost like they were trying to replace B-Fab. We got to throw somebody else in there with you for this segment. But I didn't realize how much of a role that she was. I mean, I've seen them a lot on NXT, and then over the last few weeks, I've seen them, but it felt different removing her from the group.
Yeah, it did not click the same way.
Is it? I missed their segment the other night. Is it true they even cut her vocals out of their entrance already?
I couldn't tell.
They took I think all the lyrics were taken out except for. No, yeah, because it comes out it starts with her doing the Hit Row kind of.
That was not there.
Yeah, that's not there anymore.
What in the world, man?
And I think the report says she had signed a new contract last week.
A week or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you fire her.
I know she wasn't she was still pretty green. They said she only had 2 or 3 matches in NXT, but I mean, she still added now that she's gone, you can see just how much she added to that group just by being there.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think of, did she rub one of the higher ups or the bigger stars the wrong way that fast that they're on or what?
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
No way
it's just
insane right now. The wrong way a week, a week, 2 weeks.
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
No, I don't think so. Even if she did, the company's not behind Charlotte right now. How
no, they're not.
Yeah,
yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No, dude, yes, they're mad at Charlotte right now.
They're up. You know when you would fuck up back in the day at school or something with your parents, and they'd be like, "Now, why did you do da 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 da?" And you're grounded for a few weeks. That's what Charlotte is right now. They're not gonna get rid of Charlotte. She's one of the biggest stars in the company, and they don't seem to care about their women's division in a way to promote growth. They're only wanting to put the 4 horsewomen and then a select few in the spotlight right now, which is where I will say I think we might have touched on this earlier in the year, or maybe me and you talked about it about how at the time AEW's women's division was kind of lackluster and they didn't know what they were doing and da da da. But now it's kind of at least things are building in AEW. It may not be the caliber of stars right now with the women's division over there, but at least they're putting the pieces right there. They're putting the pieces together to build it up, and they're implementing another singles title to give somebody else a fair shot and run with it. I mean, they're doing the thing. WWE needs to get rid of the tag team titles now. For what? What do you have them for?
There's no point. Yeah, because there's no women's tag. You separated any tag teams that were even sort of there.
Yep.
I get it. They literally made them just oh, here you go. You guys want a belt? Here's this belt that means nothing.
Yeah, it meant something when Sasha and Bayley had it initially.
And that's why they were pissed that they lost it, and then it was granted they lost it to the Iconics, which I was okay with.
Who was a real tag team, and I was fine with that. But it meant something then, but after that, it's like, oh, let's put these makeshift teams together and just nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like like you said, we talk about their women's division. It took a while for them to build it, though. It wasn't like overnight. It took, the four horsewomen basically coming up and changing the game for us to recognize. And AEW is on their way to doing it right now. So yeah, that's kind of like sticking with the releases. Like they did release a lot of their women, and like even though Scarlett was never used in a wrestling capacity, from what I've seen, she can be a body. She can get in there and mix it up with some of the girls.
Hell, if Lana can, she could.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not like Lana, but
right. Lana got a lot better.
Woman that ain't really completely trained up to be like that. Scarlett could have did the same thing.
Well, she's an actual wrestler. She was wrestling before. She just became a valet for Cross. So I mean, like, so what are we looking at now? Like, let me ask you guys, like, who are we gonna miss the most, and who do we think aside from Keith Lee, because obviously he's gonna be the biggest impact wherever he goes. Who are we looking at to be the biggest breakout star from these cuts, and who are we gonna miss the most?
You go ahead, Brian.
I'll tell you right now, he's probably gonna show back up in Impact, and I bet you Cross is gonna be big in Impact again. So I would not be surprised to see him there. If not Cross, it's got to be. I'd probably say it's got to be Keith Lee. So,
who's going to be missed? I didn't think so at the beginning. I thought it would have been a Keith Lee or somebody like that. Nia Jax, I would have probably said Ember Moon even. But just based off of the impact that it's already shown, it's starting to look like B-Fab might be one of the most. That's the name that I did not expect. This, like, damn, that one hurt.
Right.
That group, Hit Row is in danger right now. That
was quick, yeah, because they're already lost. Just without her, they're already lost. I agree with that. I think B-Fab is going to be immediately the most missed. Obviously, Keith in the long run could have been the megastar, could have been the one to take us to new heights in WWE. I'm going to say outside of Keith Lee though, and Cross, of course, I'm going to say Ember Moon whenever she rocks up. I'm hoping that she's in NXT, so she has a 30-day non-compete. So if everything stacks up correctly, we could have a winner of the TBS title, and then maybe a War Goddess debut.
My question on that, because I know we're saying NXT, she was on the main roster for quite a while. I don't know if her contract changed or anything like that. Yeah.
Here we go. I've turned on the comments. You guys see the comments?
Yeah. Charlotte's gonna lose the title as soon as Bayley returns. I think Bayley's return is a lot sooner than we're thinking too.
She was on social media just the other day when the cuts happened
with the haircut.
Yeah,
and it looked like it said 11:08.
Oh,
that's what it looked like. The time said 11:08. I thought
it was just a clock kind of.
Yeah, but did you see where the hands were pointing?
Well, I gotta go with my tickets to Raw. Because it's here on Monday.
I'm not saying that's when the cut just kind of looked like that to me. I don't know, but
go back. I have to check those Roman numerals. Yeah, and then this is the one. I think we are sleeping on Mia, man, and it sucks because she's not heavily featured, but Mia was good. She was really good.
I really enjoyed her in NXT. I did.
Yeah, she held on. She definitely held it down when they did that initial call up and got like Shayna Baszler up and Rhea Ripley to come up and lost a little bit of that star power down there for a little bit. Mia was holding it down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't understand. So I gotta go back onto this Keith Lee subject. How is it that 2 years ago we get Roman Reigns versus Keith Lee in the finals of Survivor Series and they put him over huge? Better yet, flip to just a little bit further on, you get that moment between him and Brock Lesnar in the Rumble. Man.
Big moments.
Yeah.
Big moments with your two biggest stars, arguably.
They called him the moment maker. They tried to make that stick. Didn't work, but they tried to.
They should have made the stick.
I would have given anything to see
What?
Keith Lee spirit bomb the Jesus out of Lesnar.
Oh, yes. Oh,
I
give
think
that to me
Lesnar would've put him
yesterday.
over too.
Yeah, he was doing it just by word of mouth. He's, look at this big mother.
He's not used to people his size or
Yeah.
bigger. Like, man, and that can move. Like, oh, man. The matches that we're getting cheated out of because of this bullshit, man. Golly.
Well, now we can.
I think Nia comes back though at some point.
Yeah. The Rock was on the phone immediately, like, yo, what's up?
Get my cousin back on the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, Nia doesn't. She's like, well, I don't know, because I was gonna say we all thought like Braun was one of those guys that would never show up outside of WWE, and now, looking like he's gonna be showing up in Impact here soon. I feel like Nia is one of those WWE bound like superstars. Like I don't see her anywhere else, but you never know if another company's gonna give her the time off to like work on her mental health. Why would she go back?
Well, I mean, with the changes coming over in Women of Wrestling, there's a good chance she could show up there and make an impact with all that. I mean, they've already got some big names over there now.
Yeah.
And then with what was it that just closed its doors?
Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor.
No, not Ring of Honor. Women's wrestling wise. Yeah, they shut down.
What?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I just saw that like a couple days ago. So like, there's an influx of plenty of women wrestlers to go around now.
That can't be right.
I know everybody is saying that all these people need to. Oh man, Tony Khan's gonna get all these people. They're gonna go.
No, he's not gonna get all.
He's gonna get some of them.
Yeah,
you get a lot of them.
Keith Lee should be number one. Like Keith Lee should be debuting in fucking February, like immediately and shit. But maybe not everybody. I don't think everybody's going.
No, there are a lot. But this would be a good opportunity for other companies. Like I could see, this is just me. I can see Oni Lorcan showing up in New Japan Strong. He just has that. He just has that hard nosed style that definitely look good in that. Or in, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Brian, I know the big Lucha doesn't have enough time for it. But Brian, do you keep it up with MLW at all?
Not as much as I would like to. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I can't. Like, I'll probably do. I do like a recap at the end of the month and like kind of watch the hit spots and stuff. But I don't get to watch it like I want to.
Okay, I've recently gotten into it since past couple weeks. They've been letting me work from home, and sometimes I just be watching MLW matches on. They do like their full weekly show. They do the full weekly show on Thursdays on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's only an hour long, and they're actually really good right now. Right now, they have what's called the. They have a tournament going. I forget what the cup is actually called, and I'm gonna kick myself because I was watching it earlier. But yeah, they have a tournament going on. I think the winner gets a title shot. Bobby Fish is in the tournament right now. He's in the semifinals. TJP is in the semifinals. Who else? Davey Richards still wrestling. I don't know if y'all remember him from Impact a while ago. I think he was with it was like the stable with Brutus Magnus or who's Nick Aldis now, but Brutus Magnus back in the day. But yeah, there's a lot of, and it's not just older names like that. There's a lot of young guys in there. It's a really good wrestling program, and I can see guys like Oni Lorcan showing up there and just tearing the house down. If y'all
have never been to a live show where Lorcan wrestles, man, my chest hurts thinking about that.
I can feel that through the TV, so that's what I'm saying.
That's a loud chopper right there.
So getting into some of those smaller venues and stuff like that.
I saw Lorcan and Birch versus Undisputed Era for the tag titles in Chicago, and
that was the match that nobody thought they deserved to be there for.
Yeah, and they I thought they at one point I was like, oh, they're about to win this. Like they were.
I remember watching that. I was like, these guys are phenomenal. Like what? How did we miss out on this so long? So I could see him going and making a big impact in some of those more upcoming what's it called, brands, companies.
With this WWE releases coinciding with the same time with Ring of Honor shutting down, there's a lot of people out there right now, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you're thinking about.
But you know what? I don't even want him to go to WWE. I don't even want him to go there no more. Like, screw that.
He can show up in AEW. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah, I'll be cool with that. He probably get treated well at AEW, but don't go over there now. Don't go to where I wanted him to go before.
I'll tell you what, it would be even better setup for him would be like Andrade's getting ready to introduce who we think is Ric Flair, and it's him coming out doing a Ric Flair impersonation.
That would be fantastic.
I'm gonna pick this shit out of my computer, man.
Book it now.
That'd be hilarious.
So tough time. You never want to see anybody lose their job. Still going through the pandemic and everything like that. There's more readily available work, but still, you don't ever want to see anybody lose their job like that, especially in a tough time like this. So, is there anything?
Speaking of that, take care of yourselves during this pandemic, please. It's not fake. Don't think it's fake.
Absolutely.
Take care of yourselves.
Absolutely, take care of yourselves. 100%. Is there anything else from the cuts? Might have missed. Think we need to touch on before we move on.
Let me look at it again.
Do one more take.
I think the because Grandmother Leak and Lindsay Dorado were the Lucha House Party, correct?
Yes.
So you guys think anything about
the number one luchadors in the world right now?
They're going up a AAA.
Lucha, you think that had anything? You think that's a sign?
No, they're done with that. They're done with that.
They're done with that. Like I would love to see Metalik go back to doing what he did. Like he was really good before he got to WWE. Like I mean, it showed when he did.
He was really good in WWE. They just didn't let him shine all the time.
Yeah.
Instead, let's just stereotype our wrestlers and be like, oh, let's put the three Hispanic guys together and call them Lucha House Party. Yeah.
Yada.
I already have No Way, Jose. I don't need that.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind too much if they showed up and they're with Kalisto and Brand over in AEW. I wouldn't mind. Put them with the Lucha Bros. All of them together. Big stable. Big Lucha stable.
There you go. Just big Lucha stable.
I love that.
Chavo's going to be like, I got you back up.
I'd buy a Lucha shirt.
I guess I would too. If they ever bring those trios titles in, sure, I'd like to see them there. Other than that, I'd like to see. I mean, FTR is going on their number one luchadors in the world tour right now. So if they fight those guys, it'd be great. What's up?
Best tag team in AEW.
We're not gonna get into all that right now. We're talking about people that got released.
Well, second best. Second best right now. I love FTR. I'm biased. And their with their new music, they're number one right now. Their new music is great. Right, you heard it?
It sounds like an arcade.
Their new music is great.
It sounds like you're going
back, man.
1980s arcade. You're disgusting. You're so old.
Oh, come on.
You need to watch
Me Too.
I didn't know. I was not a fan of their new music, but I'm not a fan of them. I mean, I am, but they're heels, so I'm not supposed to like.
I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns music, but I let y'all have that one.
Roman's music is great.
I like.
He does. Why has he got this 10-minute Undertaker entrance?
You got to feel it in the stadium.
I do get mad.
At SummerSlam,
I've seen it live.
Like, wow.
You have to boo. You have to boo him after the first 9 minutes. You're like, okay, let's get it over with.
No, it was great.
I had to take the double whammy. I had to put up with the John Cena entrance, and then I had to put up with the Roman Reigns entrance.
That's fantastic. That sounds like you didn't have to. You were blessed to.
I was blessed up.
You were lucky. Lucky you.
That's a valid point right here.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait for Asuka to come back. I love Asuka. I've always been a huge Asuka fan before she was in WWE.
Nice.
Hopefully her arm doesn't heal and they fire her.
Yeah. Like it's AEW, here we come.
Oh man, yo,
You want to see her murder some people? We would bring her to AEW.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
She'd be let loose.
I need to see her versus Thunder Rosa yesterday.
Oh, sign me up right now.
Yesterday.
Sign me up.
That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of all these releases. Look at us. We're just being big wrestling nerds, just fantasy booking.
I just got hype over her, Thunder Rosa. It's not even gonna happen.
We don't know.
He's already made the T-shirt. It's already being it's on his double screen right now.
I was about to book my tickets to the event.
When I go to Chicago in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna stop at PWT's place and be like, "Hey, make this shirt."
I have the design. Print it. Did all the hard work for you.
That'd be a good ass match, man. That'd be a good ass match.
Definitely.
Do we want to? Because I know we're disappointed about the releases, but do we want to go ahead and move on to Full Gear? Is it Full Gear or Full Gear?
Yeah, Full Gear's coming up. You lucky bastards.
Coming up. So we can do this now. I don't know how, because for anybody who doesn't know, we kind of talked about it a month and a half ago, whenever our last show was. Mm-hmm. But most of us, Brian can't make it because of work, but the rest of us are going to be able to attend Full Gear Live, which is going to be fantastic.
Yep.
We wish you could be there, Brian. I mean, late ticket sale. There's tickets still on sale.
Yeah,
well, I'll tell you what sucks is, literally, like, my work literally just told me, "Oh, hey, here's an extra day off for the month." Really? Like,
anytime, right?
It's too late to book it for me though. That's what sucks.
Dang it.
So,
well, I mean,
and I've already booked a different vacation later at the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
But I am trying to go to my first Royal Rumble at the beginning of next year.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that one.
Yeah, same.
It's expensive. I'm actually kind of worried about how bad these ticket prices for Mania are about to be.
Yeah, that drops next Friday. That's gonna be looking tough. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't and I don't even have to pay for travel, like, cause
I'm worried about travel. Actually, I think I'll end up paying more for Mania tickets than the entire trip combined. I already know it.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I don't got to worry about getting the plane ticket or anything. But goodness, 2 nights. We usually get our tickets are usually the 220 ones, 220, 200 to 220 range, 230.
Right.
For 2 nights though, like look at that solid 5 just for the events.
We're gonna need those packages. Come on, packages.
I was really hoping we were going back to 1 night.
I don't know, man. Like after being at MetLife for that Mania, man, that was super long to be there live for.
That's a whole work shift.
Yeah, man.
Why do we have to have everybody on the card?
You know what? I agree with that. I was like, it needs to be. We call it the Showcase of the Immortals for a reason. Or wait, no, we don't use that anymore, do we? Man, I'm old.
Yeah, you're old, Brian.
Getting up there.
But no, I mean, like, it literally, Mania should be all the titles are online. Maybe 1-2 matches tops that are non-title.
Sure.
Solid 8 to 10 matches.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That should be the one that goes maybe, definitely, I would say 4, maybe 5 hours if you wanted to, like, throw in the Hall of Fame people and whenever they would do, like, 1 live performance on stage.
Well, see, I'm cool with the Rumble. I'm cool with Mania. I'm cool with SummerSlam all being long. Survivor Series, F it. Don't care.
Yeah. Get it out of here.
I mean, We'll go into that here in a minute.
But it's one of the big four though. It should be. They've downplayed it over the last few years, but Survivor Series is supposed to be the fall event, basically.
When they did the three brands, I was game. But then again, NXT fanboy, of course I was hyped. But I mean, and like you just sat there like that was that real point where you're like, dang, all these are going to be great matches of Radden and all this stuff. And in which case they were Keith Lee, Roman Reigns, yeah.
With the bow at the end, with the bow, the fist bump.
That was the first. That Survivor Series was the first time that Walter had taken a pinfall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me off because it was quick.
He was out first, didn't he?
Yeah, he was out first.
Yeah.
I was mad.
Man.
Apparently a jet engine in the room.
Survivor Series should be treated better than what is being treated, but is not. And WWE don't really know what they're doing right now. I'm to be perfectly honest with y'all, I'm not that excited for Mania. I'm kind of just going because it's Mania and that's the guy trip. But I don't know who you gonna have on it. We're gonna get Charlotte versus Sasha for the strap.
No, it's gonna be Charlotte versus Nikki ASH.
We're gonna get Brock and Roman again.
I think so.
No, I think we're finally gonna get Roman versus Rock
this year.
I don't think Rock's coming back.
Not this year.
I don't think, especially now. I think Rock might be like, man.
Rock's gonna be like, you bring Mania to Samoa, we'll do it.
Bring my cousin back. I'll show up.
I'm not as excited for Mania this year. Even though it is in Texas, and I love me some Texas. I'm gonna be down there anyway, see family around that time. But yeah, even with that, like, it just seems like a chore to go to Mania right now because I'm not sure who's gonna be there.
Yeah,
we joked about it, but that 2K roster, the game's got to get pushed back out now.
They're gonna have to cancel
the roster's gone.
That game, man.
They're gonna have to cancel that game.
Or it's gonna be the little bit of roster that they got now and a bunch of legends.
Yep.
That online creator wrestler download is going to be fantastic that year.
That's going to be great.
Wrestler.
Let's get into the full gear real quick, man.
Okay.
Let's get, because I sent a picture of that earlier. Eddie Kingston versus CM Punk. Man, the build for that in just a week.
Indeed.
That joint, that promo the other day was intense.
That was enough to get me like going. Like I was falling asleep a little bit because what's it called? Rampage doesn't come on here because I have YouTube TV. It doesn't come on here till 11 o'clock at night Mountain Time, so it's annoying. I start to get a little tired after that. But that promo had me about ready to run through both my apartment walls. That's how much energy I felt from that. From like I don't like. Does Eddie Kingston know? Like he like sometimes like this is a work.
Yeah.
I don't know if he does, and it's fantastic.
He's real every time.
Everything's real to him.
And we're just like, I didn't think this was going to happen. Actually, these two Chicago guys,
Kingston's from New York.
I thought he was a Chicago guy.
No, he New York. He New York.
Oh, that definitely makes even more sense.
Yeah.
I sent
New York style pizza versus that Chicago deep dish.
The biggest feud. The actual feud. That's what really
the biggest feud in history.
I sent the card earlier and I said that of the 8 matches, which 8 matches, perfect amount of matches.
Perfect.
And I said of the 8, 6, the top 6, I was like, those are going to be good matches. I don't really particularly care for
yes, I'm pulling them up.
The Super Click versus the
Jurassic Express.
Jurassic Express and with Christian K. I don't really care. Where's the little guy in Jurassic Express?
I think Marco.
Where is he?
We're talking about Marco Stunt?
Yeah, where's Marco? I haven't seen him in a while.
He's been on a
He
sling.
definitely wasn't on Dynamite.
I assume somebody chucked him and he still hasn't landed yet.
He wasn't
Very
on
possible.
Dynamite.
Came across Miro in the back.
I don't really care for Inner Circle versus those other ass clowns. I don't care for that match.
That's correct. So are you one of those? Are you one of those guys who's not really feeling the MMA crossover right now?
Yeah, I'm not digging.
I'm not happy about that either, honestly.
Yeah.
And that sucks too because I really like the Inner Circle, and my love for MMA. Although I am regretting that I did not get to watch the main event tonight. But I'm just not feeling it. Just like when Cain Velasquez showed up to fight Lesnar, wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. I will admit that I was not feeling it until this past week's promo. Honestly, that's what got me excited for it. And it was stupid and it was childish and way too many penis jokes. But I tell you what, Dan Lambert, man, that dude, he can get me excited for anything. Honestly, I think he can hype me up for anything. If I had if I was back in high school and I had my SATs coming up and I did not study, Dan Lambert could probably talk me into believing I could ace those SATs. He can do no wrong on the mic right now. I really
versus MJF is going to be a shocker, especially with both of them being pillars of AEW. I agree. I think that's going to be a really good match. MJF is like out of control with the heel work. Like he is healed 24/7.
I cut a heel promo on my way out of the stadium today, which I cannot repeat on air.
He is never off duty.
Yeah, I love it. I hate it, but I love it.
That man is never off duty, man. I like every bit of that. But
for me, that's the biggest match, or the one that's got the most. It's hardest to call. Let's put it that way. That's the hardest match to call, in my opinion. Is that one right there? Darby versus MJF.
I want to say Darby's going to get this one.
I'm going to give it to MJF.
I was going to say, I love Darby, and I want him to get it, but MJF, he has never been beat. Except for John Moxley beat him one-on-one, but other than that.
Jericho beat MJF.
Yeah, Jericho beat him.
Did he?
Yeah. Remember he put his career online.
It was like a month ago.
Yeah, it wasn't very long ago, yeah.
He has 2 losses.
No, he didn't. He didn't beat MJF.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, in the because that wasn't a one-on-one though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Am I tripping? Because he went through the five.
Jericho lost to MJF on his final labor. Then Jericho put his career on the line against him.
Yeah.
Jericho won. Yeah.
Yep. That okay. I got you. That's the one. Yep. I remember that now. Okay. Cool. All right. I can go back and check that. I totally forgot about that one. I remember him being the last labor and losing.
We want to go through these real quick, like quick predictions, or what do we want to do?
That's what I was saying. I was like, do we want to do quick predictions? Because do we plan on doing an episode next week, live from the hotel, you, me, and JT, and then call in Brian, or because we can go through the predictions now. I just feel like we're missing out on JT's at this point. He can just add in the comments.
I'll have a fill-in for me. I'll send in my brother.
Just send
it. We can wait. We can hold off on the predictions. I just like that the I think the card looks great. I like.
Oh yeah.
I like these 6 matches. Of the 6 that I do like, though, I kind of think that there's really no chance that Ty Conti's gonna beat Britt Baker. That was
not a chance.
Not a chance. But
sure. It's gonna be
the other matches. I feel like could go either way. I think every other match besides that one could go either way.
That's a good point. Yeah, every one of them. I agree with you. That's gonna be an interesting one. We got to put.
We're gonna go with Daniel Bryan. I mean Brian Daniels. My bad. Brian Daniels.
You.
My bad. That's my fault.
2 totally different people.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I messed up.
We all keep doing it. I did it earlier. Like I literally stared at his name and then still said Daniel Bryan.
That's why I just say Brian. It's right either way you look at it.
Pretty much.
Just say Brian, and we are good.
That's a hard one. That might be the hardest one to call.
Right. Yeah, this card is looking great. It's looking, man, like we're gonna be shocked in those stands. No matter who comes out, unless except for the Britt Baker match, we're gonna be shocked with any outcome throughout that.
Britt loses that match.
Oh yeah, Britt loses that.
I will fly up there that night and boo somebody's ass. Say, oh yeah, Brian threw his Britt Baker shirt on. Let's make her lose now. You bastards.
That
On
would
the red
be
eye.
the shock of all shocks if she loses that match.
You thought Hangman being in the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was a shocker.
There you go. Yeah, I think we just hold off until next week predictions, and that'll give us a good reason to come back on the show because we'd like to do this a little bit more often. Start getting this.
Yeah, we definitely do need
this gravy train rolling again.
Do we want to discuss?
Do we want to segue into this horrible Survivor Series crap?
Oh, who sent that photo to our group chat?
I believe Justin beat me to it.
Justin beat you to it?
Yeah.
Those teams are trash.
Yeah.
All of them are. The women's and the men's are not good.
It just don't make any sense either. Why?
There was no, just like he told us, there was no qualifying matches or nothing. Here's why we're on the team. We just threw teams together that had nothing to do with. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens are about to fight on Monday.
And then we have all the history between Rollins and the Mysterios.
And they're on the same team.
And they're the same team. It's like, what are we doing? And then flip side, SmackDown, though, is kind of in the same boat where you've got what Happy Corbin now?
Yeah, Happy's in there, which they've ruined his gimmick.
They done ruined it already.
Yeah.
Corbin and Zayn are on the same team.
Yep.
And they have problems with everybody else on the team.
They did. They had the problem. I just want to point out everyone on that Raw team was a SmackDown star 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Every one of them. At least SmackDown has two SmackDown stars who've been there for a year. At least. Raw, that is literally SmackDown in red.
Everybody is SmackDown.
Every one of those. Every one of them.
I actually got a real question.
Even on the women's side.
Where's Cesaro at?
He fought the other night with Mansoor.
I just this is just killing me. I was like, why what we need him. Like
he was fighting Roman, like what was it, 6 months ago, and now he's with Mansoor losing to Los Lotharios, which I love me some Garza and Carrillo, but just throw two Mexicans together, we'll be all right, right, Vince?
Why is the king in this team?
Why does he care? Oh, speaking of which, sorry, I brought him out to mention. All hail King Woods.
All hail King Woods. I just got that one.
What are you talking about? All hail Kingswood. He kneeled to the head of the table.
No, he got beat. He got beat up.
Yes.
He won the match.
You can't have both ways. One of them is in the bad spot.
Vinny was supposed to have been the knee.
Was victorious in his trial of combat.
Yeah, you can't have him losing just yet. You can't have him losing just yet.
I will say I'm excited for it. I think if they're gonna do Woods versus Reigns, I'm here for that.
Woods versus Reigns. But this is pretty much setting up. Big E versus Roman at Survivor Series.
Right.
So Big E's gonna come to save us. But I think they wrote Kofi. I don't know how far along Kofi's wife is, but maybe that's why he took the knee injury so he could be taken off of TV to be
okay.
Be there.
I was wondering that. Yeah, it looked like they were writing him off there, and I was wondering for what. But I'm not
100% sure. But he did post a picture of his wife and saying how beautiful she was. pregnant a few weeks ago, and she had a pretty big size belly. So I don't want to be like, hey, she's about to pop, and she's only like, 7 months.
First, yeah. Only in the second trimester.
But maybe that's why they did the knee injury. So then there's no help for Xavier next week, and he may get jumped or something, and then Big E has to be the savior and beat up on Roman at Survivor Series.
I'm cool with that. Oh, okay. Take this one real quick.
Oh yeah.
No.
I kind of saw that. Like I've been kind of saying this since he won King of the Ring, that he's gonna let his ego get to him, and he's just gonna beat the piss out of Kofi.
No, there's no way. Not doing it.
I feel like they want to badly, but you can't.
WWE can't do it. They can't do it. It's not possible. Like at this point, none of those guys are going to go through with it.
And then they're going to get released.
They're going to get released. Yeah. Bad attitudes, all of them, every one of them.
They're going to take the belt off of Big E. They're going to strip Xavier of the King, and then all those guys are going to be in New Japan.
They're going to null out all of Woods' title reign.
You can't get rid of him without him having a solo title reign just yet.
That'd be nice. Get him I would love him. I would love for him to be WWE champion, but I don't know if that's in the cards for him. He doesn't really care. So if he doesn't care, I don't care. I'm with him.
I'm not saying that he needs to get the big strap, even though that would just solidify them as GOAT group ever to me.
The
but
GOAT, yep.
You don't necessarily need the big strap. If he could get the Intercontinental title, Shinsuke is not doing shit with that belt right now.
No.
When's he?
Yeah, he is. He's rocking out with Boogs.
Actually, yes.
I do like Boogs. I'm not gonna lie.
Keep rocking out with Boogs. Everybody.
I do like the whole entrance, but after the entrance, I'm like, okay, I'm over this.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes all you need is a good entrance.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Xavier with the Intercontinental strap, man.
Sure.
He mentioned it a few weeks ago too.
Yeah, but you're forgetting
the old school one.
The IC belt is for the best wrestler. Woods is not that.
You don't think he's doing great though right now?
I'm saying he's doing good, but
Did you see the
the IC strap should always go to the best wrestler.
That hurt me.
That leg drop.
It should be the workhorse.
Give him some time. Give him some time. He just got the gimmick. He's gonna be in that spot. And I don't think he has to be a heel as the King of the Ring either. He's doing a great job.
He's got his own music now.
It's gonna make its way back to Apollo Crews.
No.
Yes.
He's got his own music for the first time. For the first time in the company. He's got his own music.
It was cool. It was a banger. I liked it.
Yeah. I'm not saying he needs to beat Roman or anything. Because clearly they're setting that up for Drew.
Hey, I mean, they let Woods beat Lashley.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that.
It was fun because that's his finishing move is the surprise roll up.
The surprise roll up.
I'm cool with it. He loves it. Go check his Twitter. That's his move.
I think it's listed in the super card.
I don't mind that. But
so does Roman take the first? Does he take his first pin? You're saying it's to Drew. Are you sure he doesn't get pinned by Big E at Survivor Series?
But that's not for the belt. I'm talking about to lose the strap. I think Roman loses to Big E.
I don't see Drew taking the strap. Not yet, anyway.
I can see. I think that's who they're trying to set up as the big opponent. They're also, WWE doesn't really like Punk right now, and Roman is coming up on. I think by Wednesday. I want to say by Wednesday or Thursday, he'll pass Punk's numbers.
They're working on Brock's numbers as Universal Champion. I don't think they recognize the title reigns as the same because I'm sure they wouldn't mention Punk at all. But they're
not going to say it, but we know that 400 was 82 days.
434.
Roman's like a week away from that right now.
Yeah, it was 429 on Friday.
Yeah. So what's that, Wednesday?
So he needs to lose that strap then.
He needs to lose it tonight.
He needs to lose it next week. Make it for the belt, and lose it to Xavier Woods.
There you go.
Awesome. That'd be awesome.
Solved all our problems. I remember.
Whatever. We're gonna find out he lost it at a house show tonight.
They've done that before, right before Survivor Series.
There
like,
you go.
Yeah,
they've done it twice.
They're gonna what's it? Big Diesel him
Oh man!
on the house show. Give him the belt on the house show.
Quick power kick in the gut and the power bomb.
There you go. Come back the next night, like, hey, what's Xavier doing with the Universal belt?
You're gonna see a steel shot of Xavier dropping a leg drop from the heavens.
From the heavens. Good for him. My butt was hurting after that.
I think he caught Jimmy in the mouth, and Jimmy tried to like quickly play it off, but I think he accidentally caught him for it.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to not hurt somebody doing that one.
That was a good leg drop. But I wouldn't be mad next week if Xavier snuck a win, but he's gonna get beat down afterwards. But maybe he gets a roll up or something, or he does something to win. Or either Xavier's gonna sneak the win and get his ass beat immediately afterwards, or it's gonna be a disqualification and he wins.
It's gonna be a DQ. I don't see him. I don't see anybody pinning Roman for a year, or at least another year.
They're giving this man the Hogan treatment.
I think so. They really want you to boo this man. You're gonna get sick of him, and you're like one of his biggest supporters.
Man, I love the Tribal Chief. Even before he was the Tribal Chief, that was my guy.
Right.
I'm the only fan at WrestleMania 32 that when he beat Triple H, yeah, everybody else was booing. Camera zooms to me like this.
Nah, when he loses at Mania, you're gonna have that look of old buddy from the Undertaker loss.
That was actually really good.
I've been working on that, man.
He's been working on it.
I was in the stadium at the same time as that guy.
Yeah.
He crawled up on the screen right next to that one.
I was there. Hold on, let's get this one. This will probably be the last one we do.
Cool.
Explain Queen Zelina. There's no way WWE is gonna let her beat Bianca Belair. I'm happy that she has the opportunity. I kind of feel like she's in the same boat as Xavier right now. Maybe Xavier's a little bit higher because he's New Day and they're certified Hall of Famers. But they're also not allowing her to lose right now either. They gotta build her up as the queen. And if you notice, their first wins were each roll-ups.
Yeah, but that's Xavier's move. And
she did the same thing though.
But the WWE doesn't care about women's wrestling if you're not Charlotte, Becky, Bailey, or Sasha.
And Bianca's in there now.
And Bianca's in there now too. But
they got to do something with Zelina.
She took a 27-second loss at SummerSlam. So do they really care?
Hey man, we don't got to keep bringing up old shit.
We don't got to keep bringing. You right. That shit hurt me too.
He was there. He knows.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on,
sorry.
Man.
Bring it back. I love Bianca. I just think are they pushing her to the back of the line? I'm worried that they might.
For what's her name?
Not for Zelina. Oh, for Liv.
Liv's getting the next shot, right?
I love me some Liv, but come on, man.
Bianca needs that belt back right now.
Bianca needs that belt back.
Yeah, I don't but I do think Zelina should at least get a shot at it. She's the queen. That's what the King of the Ring used to mean. You were on the track to get a shot. It was Money in the Bank before Money in the Bank, basically. It was you win King of the Ring. Now, a few months from now, year from now, it's your launching point to get you into the main event level.
All you got to do is badmouth, a drunk Jake the Snake leaving the ring.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll do that right
now. Somebody that's going through some real life shit. Go out there and talk bad about Moxley right now. You're going away.
You wouldn't even have to be going through some real life shit. They did that
if Woods comes out next week and does an Austin 360 promo on Moxley, I'll lose it.
If Woods does that, he is instantly my number one favorite wrestler of all time. He drops Bret Hart down on the list if he does that next week, yo.
We were talking about Queen Zelina. So she better cut one on Nia right now. She better cut one on
You're gonna
Nia.
go one on that?
I don't care if you're going through your mental health. Man.
Yeah.
That'd be fucked up.
Do it, Zelina. We love you.
Zelina moves up to number 1 if she does that.
Number 1.
But
you
no,
talk
she should
about
get
your
shot.
shrinks and you talk about all your meds, and it didn't get you nowhere.
We got.
I'm
That's
sorry.
it.
I apologize. That's kind of how I.
You got to end the thing. We can't go.
No, Zelina should get a shot in the future. She should get a shot in the future. I do think that would. You can't have her win Queen of the Ring and be the first one. This is history. You're the first Queen of the Ring, and nothing happens. Like she just gets buried again, or she gets fired. That would be ridiculous.
That'd be ridiculous.
So hopefully something is coming from this. And real quick before we get out of here, I do want to say they are doing one thing right with the women's division in WWE, and that is the Naomi and Sonya Deville angle. It's going a little long, but I like the build up to it. And they're making Sonya look like a fucking asshole. And when she gets back and she finally puts her hair up and squares up again, I almost wore that shirt today because it's sitting in my closet. But I'm like, she don't ever put her hair up no more. It's square up. So I can't put the shirt on.
Do it.
But eventually they're going to do that. And Naomi's going to get her comeuppance. And it's going to be a great thing. So they are doing a great feud on that.
Absolutely. I haven't felt like a real wrestling fan in a while. And that's Sonya Deville makes me actually hate a heel.
Yeah.
We lose sight of that a lot. But I found myself, I was like, that's not how that works. Fucking Sonya. I was yelling at my TV. Yeah. Sonya Deville's got a grown-ass man yelling at his TV right now. And when you take a step back and look at it, I love it. I love this.
She's doing great work.
Absolutely.
As much as I wanted Naomi to turn and join the bloodline, I kind of don't want her to do that right now because Sonya's just pissing me off. She's doing great work.
The righteous, the side of
and I
good.
love heels. It's working on me.
Stay over here with us, with me and Kelly every now and again. He's a tweener. He goes wherever he needs to. Get the pop.
She's working me. I love heels. I don't know what's happening here. But anyway, we'll go ahead and end it right there. Man, we've been on that long?
Yeah, we went on that long, man.
Damn, I didn't even realize.
We got 2 clock dings in this episode.
We're only supposed to get 1.
We're overachievers.
We'll go ahead and end it right there. Gentlemen, we'll try to be a little bit more consistent, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Next week we're live in Minneapolis, Full Gear Weekend. So we'll try to get the game together and do another one. But until then, y'all take care. We'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.